Hello guys and welcome to our brand new video. As you've seen, if you're under 20 and want to succeed, you need to listen to this video. It's super important, and to be honest, if you've watched this far, you're one of the 20% that looks at like my videos after 10 seconds. So this video is so for you. Please, I totally mean it, because people's attention span today is going to kill us all. And if you're serious about getting successful, this is what I've done and implemented in my life and business life overall to succeed at 17. I can confidently say that nowadays and like the coming time, I can pretty much travel when I want, and I guess that's the goal for many people. I have not come too far as I would love to, of course, and I haven't gotten the crazy outcomes and everything, but soon you're going to see everything of that in the YouTube channel. Anyways, my name is Karim, and today I'm going to break down how to get that. So all right, sorry for that, but that's the thing that I'm talking about. Because if you're still watching, you gotta be to the end of this video, because this is exactly what I'm going to talk about, which is focus. All right. So this topic that I'm going to talk about is focus, and why that is because that's the only reason that will stop you, right? So the thing is that when you start something, is not the obstacles when it comes to competition, when it comes to whatever it is, right? When you try to learn something new or whatever, right? The thing that stops you versus someone else is that they have greater focus on something, right? So this is what I'm going to break down for you, and exactly the system that I and many other millionaires and billionaires use to channel their focus to ultimately succeed much faster and much greater than everyone else. Because you don't want to stay average, you just want to have a competitive advantage. And if you can't find that within your first business, which is like totally normal, you gotta have the competitive advantage of your focus and you yourself. So this is what I'm going to go in about, and basically how it works is like this. Okay. So it works like this. First, it comes to input, then it goes into the system, which completes the outcome, right? So what I mean by this is what you're putting in goes into the system, and within the system gets your outcome. So how this could basically work is, let's say that you are trying to start a business and or doing something else, and you want to make money, and this is your focus right now, because your focus is your energy, which comes from a lot of places. It can come from environment, it can come from your friends, which is the environment. It can come from like food, what you put in diet, basically everything that gives you energy channels your input. So let's say that your energy is 100%, right? And with this like system thinking, it's super easy to just know what decision to make. And this is also what I used before I dropped out of school, which helped me to know, all right, this is what I'm going to do. So let's say that you're focusing on school, you're focusing on working out, you're focusing on going out with your friends, you're also focusing on the business, you're also focusing on reading, meditation, and I don't know, morning routines, and I don't know, sleep routines, etc. So with this 100% focus that you have, it doesn't matter what you choose. All right, I want to focus on this just because you wrote it down on your notebook, like for goals. It all depends on what you're actually doing. So let's say here that you have like the school, you then have like everything else that I mentioned, which is like school, business, and like everything else. So for example, we just put these here, but let's say that you focus like 30% here. Let's say that you focus 30% here. Let's say that you focus like, I don't know, 20% here on reading and morning routines. Let's say that you focus, and now we have 80%, like 20% left. So let's say 10% on going out with your friends and 10% on doing anything else, like going to the gym. All right, so here you can clearly see that you have 30% channeling to the business, which means that someone that puts in 60 or 90% will have the 2 or 3x outcome as you. So this is basically how it works, right? And also it comes to like who's working smartest. And this is why we're doing this exact system. So let's say that we take everything here like to the side, and let's go back here. You have your input, you have your system, you have the outcome and feedback. So like, what does this mean, right? So let's say that you have the energy here and it channels into the input. So let's say that this is a metaphor for like the growth of the business, for example, or your like personal growth on something. Maybe you want to be a like content creator, whatever. So let's go into it here. Let's say that, all right, this is for the business, and you put in 30%, which means that when you put it in here, 30%, it will go here to the input and into the system, which is the business, right? So let's say here, here you have it. And the outcome may be, let's say that you're helping gyms getting more appointments, which means that you maybe get 2 appointments here, which is really bad. So this is the outcome. And the feedback that you're getting is, all right, I'm channeling this into the input system. I'm getting 2 appointments to grow my business for like, I don't know, 10K per month. I need at least 10 appointments, or at least 6 appointments per week. All right. Really ugly month, but this is month. All right. So, all right. So let's say that you need 6 appointments to reach 10K per month in, I don't know, 6 months. All right. Which means that we can go back here, and let's say that you drop out of school and you stop going out with your friends, and here, what was it here? And you stop doing these morning routines and nighttime routines. Let's say that you skip all of these 3 and you channel them, because the energy is still there, right? So let's say that you instead channel it to the business, which means that the business goes from 30% to 60%. No, to 90%. All right, so now you have 90% in the business, which means that the outcome 3x's, right? Like, do you get what I'm saying here? So which means that you're now getting 6 appointments, right? And this means that you hit 10K per month. Like, the math is kind of easy here. The hard part is that you actually need to do these things, and you actually have to focus 90% of the business. Like, it doesn't seem very hard when you put it into a system like this, and this is kind of why like every successful person does it, because it comes to so much emotions when you basically just like have to figure out some sort of decision. But when you put it into a system like this, it's super easy, because you can take decisions like this, while your competitor still like figure out with his emotions and goes to his wife and basically don't know what to do. You have already done it and just put it into a system like this. And this is also like a system thinking principle, which Ray Dalio, and if you don't know who Ray Dalio is, his like top 100 richest man on earth. So this is basically what he does for himself and his clients. He puts every decision into a system. And this is basically the exact thing that you need to do if you're serious about getting this kind of growth. And this is what will make you succeed before you turn 20. So if you have any questions about this and how to use this system better, I could also add one thing. What goes into the input is also like what you're doing to yourself and your body. So for example, maybe don't cut out like gym, for example, because that will ultimately go into the energy. So if you cut 10% here, maybe you cut 20% of your energy, or like the diet part. So let's say that you have 90%, and if you choose to do like carnivore diet, you'll have 100%. So that's sort of the things that many people are doing, and that's also the reason like why Charlie Morgan, like many people are like doing the cleanest type of diets and like just putting in the best of the best like nutrients and everything into their body just to get like better energy, and that channels into revenue. So with this said, I hope that you've gotten a better like systems thinking when it comes to actually growing your like thing instead of putting it into emotions. And this is like the master algorithm of focus. So with this video, don't forget to subscribe and like and comment for more. And yeah, basically have a great time. My name is Karim. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.